Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with the December daily from December 16th to the 20th. And this is just a process of me adding the pictures and a little bit of journaling. And I've noticed that because I got my pictures or my pages pre-done, like all laid out now, really all I need is a little bit of journaling. And I'm noticing that I'm using my letter stickers a lot just to add a little title to each of, not even each of the cards, but some of the cards. And I'm calling it done. And even at that, it's taken me between 15 to 25 minutes per page still. So I'm glad that I have most of it done and all I'm doing is adding pictures because I'm finding that I'm falling behind. Today is the 29th and I have up to 22nd done. So it's not too bad. I'm not like, doing December 1st, but I'm hoping to get 2 or 3 done today and get caught up on most of it tomorrow. I plan on doing that most of the day tomorrow and getting caught up. So the top card on December 16th, my son came from the 16th to the 20th, and on December 16th is really his first hockey game that he came and watched. He came to a hockey game last year and he was like 9 months and it was like, ugh. No, he was a little older. He was like 10 or 11 months and all he did was run around and didn't pay attention to the game whatsoever. But this game here, he sat down and he watched the whole game and he kept cheering, go Josh. And then he would hear me, cheer for the other kids and he would say their name. And then I get right into the game. So, if the play's offside or icing, I'll say offside or icing. And he was saying all this stuff. And the other parents were getting quite the kick out of him and saying, he's going to be like, starting hockey and he's going to know all the rules of hockey. And I'm hoping. And so the top card, I just got a picture of him. He's just sitting on, there's a little wall there right next to the ice surface. And he was watching the game before my son's game and he was getting right into it. And I just put that he loved hockey and he wanted to see more because even after 2 hockey games, there was a third one when we were leaving and he wanted to stay and watch it. And then the bottom card, I just put first game and then I put that he watched. And then now there's a picture of my son on the ice. And then on the tag, I just put go Josh because that's what he said. And then I took the Teresa Collins little stickers and I put hockey, hockey, hockey because that's what he kept saying the whole time was hockey, hockey, hockey. And the top card in the middle is just a little scrimmage of the players. They're all fighting for the puck there during the game. And then I just put midget because it's my son's first year of midget and I really love it. And what I'm writing on the tag there is I took a picture of my Starbucks coffee and I just put, I usually don't get Starbucks, but this time of year I get it all the time. And then we had bought a new pair of shoes for my grandson because he outgrew his last ones and they're a little pair of Vans. And I just took a picture of them, put new shoes, and he absolutely loved them. He loves shoes. He gets obsessed with shoes. And then I put a picture of our meal. And it's taco salad, and I just put easy meal with some mini market stickers. And then on to day 17, or December 17th. And this is the day that we introduce Peppermint, the elf on the shelf, to Mason. And my husband sat on the couch and just read the story to him. And I know you're not supposed to touch the elf, but he's still quite young, so he didn't understand that. And so they were just reading the story together. And he just got so much into it. And you can see the 3x4 cards, the ones in the middle. The middle one, he's got his finger and he's pointing at one of the elves. And he was, right there, he was drinking his milk, but he was, pointing and saying peppermint, or the one on the bottom, he's saying peppermint. And he was getting right into the story, so really cute. So again, I'm using the Teresa Collins stickers and just adding titles. So the top card right there, what I'm doing, it's just a picture of the book, and I'm putting down learning a peppermint. And then the card below that, I put Mason loved hearing the story about how peppermint came to us and how he works with Santa. And I put fun with the Teresa Collins. And then the top one with the Christmas tree, I just put Pappy Reads to Mason. And then I just took a picture of peppermint and the book together, and I just put it on a little card. The bottom one, I put a little label with an enamel dot, and I just put Mason getting right into the story. And then the left bottom card, I just put only 8 days till Christmas. So much to do, so little time, but I'm sure it'll get done. And then I took a picture of our Christmas tree right there. I'm putting it down, and I put Mason is pretty good around the tree, but he did break one bulb. Oops. And he squeezed it. Lucky that he didn't cut himself, but anyway, he didn't touch it after that. He learned his lesson. And I just put the year with the Teresa Collins in 2014. Now the last card, December 17th, was the finale of Survivor. And we are Survivor lovers in this house. We watch every single episode. That's not one that I wait till the season is done to watch it. We watch it every week. And unless I work a night shift, we watch it on the night of. And sometimes we try to watch it at work, but it usually doesn't work because because of the phones and stuff, we miss so much. So I usually don't bother with that. But, me and my husband, that's one show that me and my husband watch together and we absolutely love. So I just went on the internet and printed off some of the pictures of this year's Survivor. And then I just put how much we loved it. And we were actually quite happy that Natalie won it. I have to say, when we found out that her and her sister were going to be on Survivor, we were like, oh no. Because on The Amazing Race, I'm sorry, but they were annoying. They were just annoying. But on this show where she was by herself, she rocked. She was so awesome. She played the game so well. And, she wasn't whining or anything. It was awesome. And so we were glad that she won it. She truly played the game. So anyway, I'm sure other people had their favorites, but we were okay for her to win it. So I just wrote that down, that Survivor is one of her favorite shows, and we don't get bored with it. We can't wait when we watch the finale to see what the next twist is going to be, and looking forward to the new season coming. So I just showed you, yep, I got my coffee here to start day 18. Now on day 18, we had gone to Costco a couple of weeks ago, and we had seen gingerbread houses, and we haven't bought those in a while because my kids are a little older, but I knew Mason was going to be here, and at Costco they were only $9.99. So we bought one, and then I was talking to my second daughter, and she said, oh, what are you guys doing tomorrow? And I said, oh, we're building a gingerbread house. She said, oh, I'm not working, I'm coming. So she came too, and my son built it reluctantly, and I put that into journaling. He didn't want to do it, and he was fussing, and we said, too bad. You have to come and be with the family and do it. And then after a while, he was actually having fun. Not that he would admit it, but you could tell he was getting into it. And for Mason, it was so funny. I took a video of him. It was hilarious. There was little candies in there that looked like balls, like little mini balls, and he got so excited, and he was screaming, and he was shaking because there was hundreds of them, and he was like, ballon, ballon, ballon. And anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one of those that scan things that you can scan with your iPhone, and I'm going to put it on one of the these on the out Okay, slow down. Take a breath. Inside one of these cards, I'm just going to put that little, and that people can scan it, and then I'm going to put the video on YouTube, but just private, so that family members can scan it and then it'll pop up on their phone and they can watch it. It only lasts about 45 seconds, but it is hilarious. He is just so funny. So that's what I'm going to do for one of the pages here. And I put that down in one of the journaling here. And then again, I'm using some of my tiny stickers. And these ones here from My Mind's Eye, I really love them. I just find they're a little wide, so I like to use my scissors and cut them down. I just like the unfinished look of them when they're cut down for some reason. Now the word gingerbread, I'm going to not cut them down, and then I'm going to use the yellow ones to write house. So I put the making of a gingerbread house, and I just got some pictures of Mason. Actually, Mason helped build, wasn't built, it was decorate a little Santa gingerbread cookie. He helped with the house too. I got pictures of him helping with the house too. And then my daughter on the front of the house, on the sample, they had put ho ho ho, and she just put Jones. So I took a picture of the gingerbread house and put that on the layout. So my daughter and my son didn't want me to take pictures of them doing the gingerbread house, and I respected their wishes. So I just had a picture of the two of them together. We were at the mall one night, so I just put that there, and I just put they help, but no pictures, please. So I just wanted to put that they did help with the gingerbread house. So the 18th, that's basically the only thing I recorded, was just the whole thing is about the gingerbread house. And the top picture, I had taken a picture of Peppermint kind of laying down on the boxes, and I just put Peppermint wanted in on the action, of decorating the house, the gingerbread house. And that pretty much finishes off day 17. And it's just going to take me a while because I did use quite a bit of stickers on this too. And one thing that this December daily did is I'm looking forward to doing December daily next year. And not December daily, Project Life, December daily too. I'm going to do it the exact same way. I'm going to get everything ready ahead of time, and that all I have to do is add pictures, a little bit of letter stickers, and that's it. So maybe next year I'm going to try, and because I thought I was going to do a little bit more stamping while I was putting it together, but I think being that December is so crazy busy, it's better if I do all that stuff when I'm preparing the December daily. So I think what I'm going to do is early October, if there's anything I want to stamp out and use on more than one page, or like more page protectors with the sequins and stuff like that, because I kind of ran out, and do more of those and that kind of stuff, so that when I'm actually in the midst of doing the December daily, that kind of stuff is done. But another thing that it did was it's making me looking forward to doing Project Life. So as soon as I'm done this, I'm going to clean out my tray that I had. It was a tray from IKEA, and I'm going to clean that out because it's all December daily stuff. And then I'm going to put Project Life stuff in there. And then I'm going to do 2 pages a month. So probably I'll just be uploading like the January video in February, and so on and so forth. And I'm still working on my list of goals for 2015. I don't want to make it so that it's unreachable too, right? So I don't want to make it so that it's too much. But it's not just scrappy goals. It's, health goals and that kind of stuff too. And so now I'm going to talk about day 19. And so for day 19, we had taken Mason to see Santa, and it was so cute. We went and just before we got there, they closed the gates because they had to change Santa's. And so Santa's helper, whatever. And and of course he saw him, and I didn't know how he was going to react. And it was so funny. He wanted to go. He was like, "Up, Nami, si Père Noël, si Père Noël." And so anyway, we couldn't because, so we had to go. We had to pick up my son. We came back. So finally, we get in line, and when we were about 3 people, in the back of the line or whatever, he was like, "Hello, Père Noël." He was just, yelling, and then he was telling him that he wanted Thomas, and he says Mommas. And once he sat on his knee, mute, didn't say a word, barely cracked a smile, but they managed to take a cute little picture, so I was happy. I got the CD so I can print more pictures at Walmart, and I got them to text it to me and all that stuff, so that was cute. And of course, they have that Santa place totally decorated, so I got a cute picture of him with a teddy bear. He loves teddy bears. And then when you ask kids, what does the cat do? What does the dog do? Well, when you ask him, what does a moose do? He does the like that, like he does the moose call or whatever. It's just adorable. And he puts this little hand in front like he's, it's hilarious. So there was a little moose there, and I took a picture of him in front of the moose. So I'm going to do a page about that too. But so I got tons of photo opportunities with that. We got one of our first little snowfalls that day. And so I just took, and it wasn't a lot, yay. And so I took a picture of that. And then we went to McDonald's, and I forgot to take a picture of that, but that's okay. And of course, my coffee. And I just put little stickers that says yum, and then snow. And I put a picture of Mason we had a hockey game too. And I put that he watched the whole game again. And then before the hockey game, we went to McDonald's in Walmart. And me and my son were done eating. And so, of course, set on my tree stopped working. So I said, well, let's go look for a set of lights. So we were looking for a set of lights, and there was this hat that was there, and my son was just standing there, and I put it on his head. And once I put it on his head, and it was like a Joker's hat. And once I put on his head, I noticed that little tab that said press here, and I pressed here, and they had little 2 jingle bells on each side, and the whole hat starts to jingle and sing and stuff. Well, the look on my son's face was precious. One, the fact that he let me put that hat on his head was funny. Second, when that hat started doing that, he didn't expect it, neither did I. And there was 2 ladies sitting at McDonald's that happened to look up and saw him and just lost it. Like, they were laughing so hard because the look on his face. And then he turned red. And he didn't even take the hat off. I took it off, and then I started to laugh. I couldn't even hardly stand up. I was laughing so hard because of the look on his face. Because, I mean, if you've been watching me for a while, my son is really shy. So, okay, the recording stops. So hopefully I don't, say the same story twice. But yeah, so he's really shy. So the fact that he even let me put that hat on his head kind of surprised me. But then when that happened, I took the hat off his head because it's like he was like shocked. He just couldn't believe that was happening. So I took the hat off his head, and then I lost it. And then he turned beet red, and he was laughing too, just at watching me laugh, because it totally surprised me. I totally didn't expect for it to do that, and it really moves like it goes the green side would go one way and the red side would go the other, and it would flip back and forth, and it sang a little jingle, and I can't even remember what it said because I was just laughing so hard. So then he's like, "Oh, we gotta do it to Dad. We gotta do it to Dad." So when his dad came over, he put on his dad's head, and he put the music on. And then Mason saw that. So then Mason wanted to put it on his head. So I knew Mason would let me take a picture. So I took a picture of it with Mason, on Mason's head. And everybody that walked around, and the look on, he just made this little cute little smile, and he was laughing and he was dancing with the music. So I just took some stickers and I spelled out "so adorable." And on the tag there, I took the mini markets in gray and cream, and I put Santa's lap, and then I put Mason wasn't scared of Santa, but once he sat on his lap, didn't say a word. He was Mr. Chatterbox before that from afar. He did ask for Thomas. And he asked for Thomas from afar, and then once he sat on him, he kind of mumbled it, we think, because he kind of put his head down. But I don't think Santa heard him, but that's okay. And when Santa said to come to him, he went right up and sat on his lap. So I was really impressed because that was the first time he actually went, to Santa. So actually first saw Santa, I guess realized about Santa. Last year he just, didn't bother with him or whatever. But this year he was totally into it. So that was kind of fun. So, okay, the recording, I kind of jumped there, so I wanted to make sure that I didn't babble on for 5 minutes again and it wouldn't be on, so I stopped to make sure. So now we're on to day 20, and day 20, of course, I got another coffee, and usually I don't buy coffee from Second Cup or Starbucks, all the time. I just do this time of year because it's so good. And right now, I think I even like the Second Cup one even more. And it's not even one they have on the menu. It's a mochiata, and you add 3 shots of peppermint, and then it has, the regular whipped cream and chocolate on top. So good. And so I got another one, and then I just took a picture. I don't even think it was taken on that day, but it's a picture of my husband and my grandson. And then I just put mason jar, and then I put a little heart next to it. And I'm going to use these My Mind's Eye brown stickers. And I'm going to cut them down because I just like the look of them cut down, because I guess they just look a little bit more interesting to me. And on that sticker sheet, it has one with a little heart. So then I'm going to, for my mason jar full of love. And that day he was going back home. So I just took a picture of him. I have these antlers. I got them years and years ago, and from the dollar store, I believe. And it was some hard to get a picture of him. I must have taken 50 before I got one that was somewhat in focus, and I put it on the layout here. And then we did a bunch of shopping that day, so I just put one of the gifts that we had bought for Mason. And I'm doing these after Christmas, so he's already seen his gifts, so I didn't mind that they weren't wrapped up. And then my son had a hockey practice that night, so I just put a picture of a hockey game or a hockey. And then that night I had made some homemade chicken soup. In French we call it fricot. And my husband wasn't feeling well. And he's the one I figure I got my cold from, because he was sick when Mason was here, and then I got sick as soon as Mason left. So I figure that he brought it in the house. So on that card there with the deer, I just put, we did a lot of our Christmas shopping today, although we're still not done. And then I just took a few pictures. I was thinking about Mason today because I had him for like 4 or 5 days, so I missed him. So I just took, put a few pictures of him on this layout, and then the recording got stopped there. So I don't know if I said that, but I had made soup and chicken soup, and in French we call it fricot. And because when the kids were young, and still now, when they don't feel good, they say, we don't feel good. Can you make us that special soup that you make when we don't feel good? And it's this homemade chicken soup. And even when I don't feel good, it's nice and warm, and it just makes you somehow feel better. So I made some of that day. And that's going to wrap up day 20. I'm currently working on day 21 to 25, and I'm hoping to be able to upload that by December 31st. So if you're enjoying this series, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, just to let YouTube know. So thanks for watching. Bye.